let's come back to storytelling as such again, because I love your ideas about it. So of course we were talking about Ghum, and we kind of diverged into the Bengali aspects of things, of course. But look at this Ghum. Then let's look at this ongoing Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata Hai. Just at times I feel that most of the series, I mean, okay, let's just take the Holi season. All right, Holi season is soft porn season on television.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Every serial has this sequence where the woman gets bhang. I don't know. I know that actors and actresses were put in jail for consuming or holding less narcotics than what they show them consuming on television right now during Holy season, and somehow that is okay, but that's not okay. But putting bhang in people's drinks without them knowing is okay, and nobody goes to jail for that, and it's okay, it's
Yeah, it's a
fun.
festival.
Wow, excellent. Wow, brilliant.
But you know,
But cookie cut, every serial. I mean, every serial has the same soft porn happening of the girl and the
because
boy
that is what
drunk.
Holi is actually
One
about.
serial had them in the tub, the other one had them like literally splashing in the rain. The Everyone had the same soft porn happening. And at times, I'm like, all right, this is the serving. What the hell? Literally, who wouldn't watch it? And guess what, guys? The fan clubs are 13-year girls, 13-year-olds. 13-year-old girls are your fan clubs.
Yeah,
Remember, Beatles were made by 13-year-old girls, and those are the fan clubs.
yeah.
Take it away. What do you feel about this Holy season drama? Every serial has that.
So, okay, again, I'm not, I'll be very honest, okay? Social responsibility is the last thing on our minds most of the time. I don't think there are very few of us who would even cringe at doing it. I'm not talking about myself necessarily or anyone, but it's like what you said about Me Too, right? It was always happening and no one pointed it out and then it became a thing. This is very similar. This is a very similar situation where for 20 years, okay, and most of the writers have remained the same for 20 years. You've been doing this, people have been watching it, and there is license to do it because that is what happens. Holi is a season where women and men kind of, under the guise of festivity, uh, get to express the sexuality. India is a country of repressed sexuality. I mean, it is there at every level, and a woman, why, it appalls me, and I try to avoid it as much as I can, but a woman needing to be given alcohol or drugs to express herself because wo galti ho gayi, it is repressive. It is very, very repressive. And
It is anywhere
you
else in the
have,
world. Anywhere else in the world, this is criminal. Without a consent.
but it's a catch 22 if you want to change it, okay, because that means censorship, because self-regulation is obviously not working. Right now we are self-regulatory. Of course, there are boards, to whom we are answerable
But
to.
Nilanjana, don't you think the message out there to a lot of your, why did I point out the fan clubs? Because they love it. The kids, the girls love it, and these are mostly girls because hey, this is what they do. Fan clubs are 24/7 girls. We work with fan clubs, and I'll tell you, they're crazy. They don't stop. If they start shipping somebody or they start standing somebody, it's a 24/7 process. You faced it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
When you do something with your writing, you face the wrath of it, or you face the
yeah,
love of it.
yeah.
They're extreme. These are kids, and
We
they
are socially
thrive. They
responsible,
thrive
Miral. I
off
mean,
this, and now they're growing up thinking it's okay.
yes, that's the thing. We're perpetuating misogyny in our serials, even the most progressive ones that we make and are popular. are highly misogynistic. Like, there is lip service to feminism. But
we'll
I
come
don't
back to
think-
feminism. We'll come to feminism. We'll just reach feminism in a bit.
Basic misogyny has been perpetuated since the year 2000, okay, on television, and it has not stopped. And patriarchy and misogyny, the holy grail of marriage, how a woman's entire burden in life is to make the marriage, to
Work.
keep it,
To make the marriage work,
keep
to
it
keep
going.
the family together. That's also her problem.
Yeah.
The
only way
guy
a woman can live a life-
happy. The mother-in-law, everybody should be happy. Why does every Hindi serial bahu have that as a to-do list? That
So again, now this is smart business. Okay, this is smart business because the women who watch, the bulk of women who watch these serials, or the bulk of homes where the serials are watched, are single TV homes. Okay, it's a shared space. Indian women, especially in smaller towns, live their entire lives in shared spaces. They don't have privacy except for the time they go to the bathroom. Okay, so that's like, and in a shared space, I'm talking about, say, 2004 or 2005, we had done a show on Star Plus called Hello Dolly, which was meant for a young, Hello Dolly.
Hello Dolly.
Yeah. Okay, which was about school-going children, girls, teenage girls. And the feedback that we got, consumer feedback, was that नहीं वो स्कर्ट पहन के स्कूल जाते तो हम अपने बच्चों को नहीं दिखा सकते. Okay, so that is the audience. So because they're watching it in a shared
और आप
space,
वो होली वाला ड्रामा दिखा सकते हैं.
हाँ, वो दिखा सकते हैं क्योंकि उनके घर में भी वही होता है. अब समझ रहे हो? और क्योंकि भांग पी के अगर औरत ने कुछ कर दिया तो वो गलती थी, उसका चॉइस नहीं था. उसका चॉइस होता अगर, if she was not intoxicated, she was in her right mind, she'd have behaved herself. And that is the world that these women live in. See, there is forget agency. I mean, there is so little voice. And when you're watching something on television in your drawing room or in your dining room with the entire family, anything that seems like is giving the women of the house some kind of a voice, chances are someone will shut it off. So you have to be extremely subversive about it. If you want to do anything about it, like I'm extremely subversive. Even in my soaps, all the walk-in roles of, say, an inspector, a doctor, a lawyer, a dhobi, a driver, they're all women. If you notice, you notice. If you don't notice, you don't notice. But to representation of different religions, these are things that if you start pointing them out, someone is going to shut off the TV or change the channel. So the kind of shows that is where Anupama is a triumph. We'll talk about Anupama at length later, but it is a triumph. Like when I was in Star, I think in 2001 or 2, I had gone to Jamia Millia Islamia for MCRC, for recruitment. So we were meeting the students there and we were talking. And of course, they hated the shows and, what are you doing and all of that. And there was a bunch of people, men, okay, who had come there for a special course. They were farmers who had come to learn media, to learn how to make videos, okay. And so one of them spoke up कि हाँ आप लोग कैसे सोचते हो वो ठीक है, लेकिन हमारे यहाँ ना हमारी औरतों को ना बहुत ताकत मिलती है तुलसी से, क्योंकि वो बोलती है घर के अंदर और वो सही बोलती है, तो उसके देखा देखी ना हमारी औरतें भी बोलने लगी है. So I think if you look at it from the perspective of a woman who has no right to speak or to have an opinion or to have any kind of choice beyond, I mean, I that whole mother-in-law, daughter-in-law thing that plays out so much in television. I mean, I don't know how many daughters-in-law get to decide which brand of detergent to buy. That is the reality of Indian women. The kind of, there are many Indias. There are, if you're earning for yourself, even then you don't get to decide because you have to give that money to your in-laws. I have a friend, who went to college with me. She got married, moved to Mumbai. She and her husband stayed together. I'm talking about, again, 20 years ago. They stayed together. And she called me up crying one day saying that, I need to go home, but I can't go. So I said, what happened? She says, no, my in-laws are not allowing me to go home to meet her parents. So I was like, but they don't even live here. So, yeah, but I have to call them up and I take their permission. If they don't give, I can't go. This is an educated woman. So the kind of control, and whatever straight off society, doesn't matter whether you earn or not. If you earn more than the man, you get slapped to keep you in your place. If you decide to voice an opinion, there are 10 people to pull you down. And I think, it's about survival on a day-to-day basis. How do you survive in that environment? I think a lot of the shows right now, on television are about two women fighting over a man. And I think it's because of the pandemic. Because women were forced inside a space 24/7 with their men. That's not, they had those few hours when they could be free without them. Relatively free.
But Nilanjana, the portrayal of women, the way women are portrayed on most of these shows, my question to you is it helping those women?
No, it's not helping them have a better life. It's helping them escape. This entire, churels, the thing of like women poisoning each other, taking out guns, it's escapism. It's pure and simple escapism. It's like what RRR is to me. It's escapism to all of us. Indian television, general entertainment, is escapism. It's daily dose of escapism. Because you can't do any of the stuff that these people are doing on TV. You can't. I can't fight a tiger, but I am enjoying watching RRR, thinking, wow, like, main bhi hoti to main bhi aisa karti. So it is pure escapism. There is very little in terms of the content which is intended to improve your life. It's not. Because life improving is relative.
Don't you feel that at some point in time it might harm them?
Yes, I do. Because like I said, we are perpetuating the same misogynistic, same patriarchal mindset. I think we've deepened it. Like Karwa Chauth became a thing across cultures, which it wasn't before.
Karan Johar made it a national festival.
Exactly. So, and so no, I don't think we are doing anybody any kind of service. No, it's a disservice. I'm not denying that. I mean, yes, guilty.